Alright, sorry for the delay, everybody. I've been busy with work and some other things going on, but it's time to go over episode 4 of Boonboomger. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm really enjoying the show. It's just fun to watch. You ever just like watch something? You just sit back, watch. You're just enjoying everything about it because it's just fun. Like, and I'm trying not to really compare it to, King Oja, which, ended, 5 weeks ago, because it's still fresh in my mind. But Boonboomger is doing a lot of things that, like, it's such a, like, I guess, like a casual show to watch. Like, there's a lot of, seeds still being planted and stuff being hinted at that we haven't gotten full information on. But, like, it's just, you can just chill and watch it and be like, yeah, this is good. This is fun. This episode gave us a lot more, for me personally anyways, I feel like we got more, kind of development with all the characters to an extent. We see, the cop of everyone, and I always forget his name. I'm going to learn names. So I'm going to call them based on what color they are for their rangers, who's eventually going to be Boom Black, obviously. I like how he was very in this episode, but wasn't really like the butt of the joke. He wasn't turned into wearing a wedding dress. He wasn't about to get sucked into a vacuum monster. He didn't get his bike cut in half because now he's with the ISA and their agent. So the cool thing about this is, like, they're on the news now for, like, helping out and fighting these aliens. They're just called the Tire People, which I think is what is kind of funny because that's what a lot of us were basically calling them, before, when there's leaks and rumors and stuff. I do enjoy the development of the cop because Mira gets arrested, but she gets brought to the ISA. So, the cop and this ISA agent are kind of questioning her about the aliens and who, Boone Red is and everything else. And I really thought it was kind of cool that, like, out of nowhere, Taya literally can contact everyone on, like, their boon changers, and he basically starts talking to them, and he just outright just invites them to their hideout, their HQ. And I'm just like, oh yeah, no, that's one thing. Just bring them right in, show them who you are, your name, and everything else. The cool thing is, this ISA situation, I'm wondering how long-term in the story it's going to be, because with how they built this episode around the ISA and the Boonboomgers going forward is, the ISA wants to take over everything. They're going to seize everything. They will let Taya basically kind of oversee some stuff, but they're going to pick a new team to basically be Boonboomgers. They're going to handle the situation. And, I was like, okay, this is intriguing. Obviously, Taya's like, no, that's not going to happen. He'll pick the team, this and that, and they'll share information. Through all this, we get one little subtle, like, statement from the ISA agent, who I think it was at Sabu, said that, one thing she knew about Taya is that he came into a large sum of money when he was young. So once again, that's another thing we could put over here into explaining Taya and his, money, everything else. Like, that's another, like, sentence to add to his lore and backstory of his character. One thing I really like was with our cop, which is it like Akuse? Is, when there's a sauna monster. The monster of the week this time is a sauna monster. And I'm like, okay, cool, sauna monster. This makes for some good puns and entertainment. That's going to be the humor side of things. And you see this news broadcast and, everyone starts, all these people that are being attacked by the monster, they're being overheated because it's a sauna monster. And they're all calling out for the Boonboomgers to save them, this and that. And I thought that was really cool that, like, they're aware, hey, the Boonboomgers are the good guys. These are, they know them by name. And it led to this great scene that I really enjoyed from a character standpoint. Was they're about to leave. Our ISA agent makes our officer block them, and you could see the conflict. He's like, nah, I got, these are good guys. He ultimately lets them leave and goes with them. And he was actually pretty useful. You know, he was helping people get away. That's why I was like kind of glad we got that like kind of development, because I was like, if he's gonna be technically the fourth in Boon Black, like you got to show that, you know, you have some, you know, ability to contribute. Um, so I thought that was really cool. We did get some cool like weapon signature attacks and a finisher attack, which I thought looked great. I thought that was really cool how they all have, you know, because they all have the same wheel with the same boon changer and stuff like that, but you know they all have different, because we see Taya uses most of Boon Red uses it as a sword, Boon Blue uses it as a gun, and Pink kind of uses it as a shield attack like ring thing. And just seeing all the separate attacks they can do and the abilities, I thought that was great. Obviously, we get robot fighting with large sauna monster. I do like that the main area where they're going through the track when they first summon the vehicles in the trailer, I'm liking it's not fully stock footage yet. It's a little different every time. I do enjoy that. I also like that there wasn't another auxiliary mech part that was used, because you know we did get the Boon Classic before. I was like, oh, I hope we don't get a different vehicle every week, because I know, let's face it, from a toy standpoint, we're gonna get a lot of vehicles, and I'm okay with that. But at the same time, I don't want a new one every week. Just as a okay, we have this specific monster, let's get this vehicle, and every week it's like a new vehicle. I like that there wasn't one this week compared to last week. The robot fighting was good. Main thing from a story standpoint that I'm really enjoying is now our officer isn't Boon Black yet, but he's now their monitor, who's basically going to be tagging along under the representation of the ISA. And I was like, okay, this is intriguing. Obviously, he's going to be Boon Black, so, and with the previews, apparently that's next week. But at least from the standpoint of, you know, character development, like he wasn't just randomly like, okay, here's the fourth areas. And obviously eventually we'll have Orange pop up. I will say from a character standpoint, our ISA agent, I thought she was gonna be like that strict, stern character, but it reminds me of Fua from 01, because it's like all stern, but like, you know, our Boon robot, was it Boonderis, like called her pretty, and she like kind of turned around. I was like, oh my god, called me pretty, like type of thing. And I'm like, okay, so there's that. Gotta be stern, but every once in a while there's gonna be that break and kind of have some humor or out of character moments, which I thought that was pretty cool. You know, I'm curious to see where the show is going. Once we introduce the whole 5 team, I'm not even thinking ahead for like, you know, the 6th. Like I said, I don't go that far ahead. I will say this is definitely a show that I'm enjoying. I mean, hell, I picked up the changer, you guys. I did a video on it. I actually bought a changer. Like, that's kind of like, I haven't really done that like before for Super Sentai, and obviously for Kamen Rider. And then I still have my little clear trailer, which I really like. I have to work on getting a display area for it. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying the show. I think it's just it's very lighthearted right now. I know there'll probably be times where it's going to get serious, but I do just like how just the whimsical moments of it, the non-forced humor, because a lot of the humor just kind of balances really well. And all the characters honestly are likable. I actually can't say, oh, I don't really care for this character. I actually like all of them so far still. But we're only 4 episodes in, like, so I'm not trying to, like, you know, it could change. I don't know. But yeah, just a quick review talking about the show. Like I said, I don't want to do play-by-plays. I want to talk about elements of the show. Let me know what you guys think of episode 4. Are you still watching it? Are you buying any of the merch and toys? Because that's going to be a problem for me, especially now that more stuff is getting released. So this may be a slippery slope now that I'm like 100% all in as like a Super Sentai fan now. But yeah, that's it for the video. I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget the subscribe button. Like, I got some other reviews and candy toy stuff and other toys stuff coming up over the next couple weeks. But that's it for the video. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.